James Coles, first of all, many congratulations, your second 100 of the season, and nice to get it at Hove again, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'm over the moon. I guess I've gone through a little period of not scoring as many as I wanted to, so it's nice to get back on the horse.
And you came into bat at a difficult time, 1 for 2, so I don't know if there was a plan before Sussex started their second innings. I wonder if that went slightly out of the window with those 2 early wickets.
Yeah, I guess that we had to kind of change mindset from then. I kind of had to go in my shell a little bit more than I guess the way I normally like to play, but I'm just happy that we got through it. It was a pretty tricky period, but I thought Dan batted really well and Ollie as well with me. I thought we put on a good partnership to get through it.
And you seem to be hitting the ball right at the middle of the bat, right from the beginning of the innings. When you're doing that, does that sort of give you confidence that this is my day?
Yeah, I guess it always helps a little bit, but I guess I'm more focused. Like the way I know if I'm not on, but if I'm in a good place is if I feel like my balance is alright, and I'm not too fussed about the middling of the bat, but I feel if that's in a good place then it tends to take care of itself.
And was it about being positive as well? Because I'll say 1 for 2, then 72 for 4. Sussex were rocking a bit at that stage.
Yeah, no, it was tricky, but I guess they just got to soak up a little bit of pressure, and as you showed, the pitch flattens out and it gets a bit easier as you get through it. So I was just glad we got through it.
There was a good degree of short pitch bowling going on up there. What can you tell us about the incident where Scrimshaw got taken off? There was a bit of confusion around the ground, and you were obviously involved in that, James.
He bowled 2 short balls over shoulder height at the start during the over, and then proceeded to bowl 2 more, which the umpires deemed dangerous, because as soon as you do 1 more than the 2 allocated ones you're allowed, it's deemed as the equivalent of a full toss above waist height. So I guess they just decided that it was just too high. I was pretty fortunate because I gloved the last one, so luckily it was too high. But,
we thought you had, which was the confusion. That being said, when you went through to your 100, it was nice to see the Derbyshire lads all applauding as well. I don't know if you noticed that, James.
No, it was very nice of them all. Nice bunch, so very grateful.
Just to go back to your first innings as well, because you're out in the first inning, hit a big 6, then you hold out. You look pretty cross to be out. Did that sort of spur you on a bit today?
Yeah, I guess it was one of those where I was kind of being a bit too flamboyant. I guess it was pretty brainless on my part, but yeah, I assessed overnight and just decided that I'm probably not going to take the aerial route for quite a while until I'm in. So.
Brainless, but you admit that yourself. You don't need Grant Flower to tell you that as well.
Exactly.
Do you just go and sit on your own in the dressing room when that happens?
Yeah, I was sat with my pads on for a good half an hour, but yeah.
Batting at number 4, big shoes to fill with Cheshire away at the moment. Is that a position you like to bat? You've batted up and down the order.
No, I'm aspiring to be a top 4 batter permanently, so when I got the opportunity to do it, I said I'd definitely do it. So I'm enjoying it. They are big boots to fill. He's a very good player, and I guess we play quite differently in a sense, but no, I'm very enjoying it.
Just tell us a little bit about the state of the match, because it's the second game running. We're going to a final day and the possibility of a really good finish here at Hove. I
think first hour is always really important at Hove, so I think as long as we assess conditions in the first hour, I think we can set up a pretty good run chase for them and dangle a carrot as such. But yeah, I think we've got a good chance of winning this game.
Tell us about the pitch.
Yeah, it's tearing up a little bit, so hopefully should spin 4th innings. As you can see, Thompson's got a 4-fer, so there's definitely enough there in that sense. And with the breeze today, hopefully it stays again, because the drift was pretty tricky to handle.
Final question from me. You talk about dangling the carrot. I quite like that. You've got to perhaps dangle the carrot, but almost be prepared to lose to win, James. Is that how the dressing room will view this?
Yeah, that's definitely like the mindset we've all put ourselves into, where if we want to get promoted, we need to start winning games. So we have to take the chances that we might end up losing, but we're not really thinking that. It's only the mindset is to win, and I guess coming with winning and setting up a game, you might lose the odd one, but that's not really in our mindset.